How do you know when to leave a play party? I'm Kathy Bertoli from theintimacydojo.com. And I'm here with Reed Makako. Reed Makako from ReadAboutSex.com. Bye, Reed.
We just left the play party. Have a great night. Thanks for all the fun.
He came back.
What's obviously.
So, yeah, how do you know, like, when is the appropriate time, or... He's had too much beer. Sorry, guys. I know that it's hard for me sometimes to tell at a regular party, much less a play party, when it's time for me to leave. I'm afraid that the FOMO...
I hope it's not time for you to leave when you're throwing your own play party.
At my house.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Bye, everyone! No, that was awkward. Is this her house?
Where did you go?
Run?
No, I think for a lot of people, whether it's a play party or a regular party, there's that FOMO, like, I don't want to lose the fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out. What if something good is going to happen? What if I never get invited again?
Sure.
So how do you know when it's time to leave?
The age-old human question, should I go up to the all-you-can-eat buffet one more time?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that there's a hard and fast answer. I do think there's the... like we joke about the buffet. Like, if you've ever had the privilege of going to all-you-can-eat things, like, we can joke about it because it's kind of the humor is there of like, oh yeah, we've all gone
one too many times.
However, with play parties, most people haven't gone to a play party. Right. Most people aren't even considering going to one.
So it's really cool if you're there. Like,
if you're even watching this video, congratulations.
Yeah.
You are ahead of the curve of most human beings. Mm-hmm. So how would you know when it's time to leave? Just like how would you know when it's time to not go up again to the buffet?
Right. And for me, like, a lot of people, they go just to watch, especially their first ones, or if you don't know people.
Great advice. Like, just don't play at your first play party.
Yeah, but...
Don't eat anything the first time you go to your all-you-can-eat buffet.
Well, see, I have a little bit of a problem with using the all-you-can-eat buffet for a play party analogy, because at least the play parties that I run and you run, it's a consent-based, so it's not all-you-can-eat. You have to find partners that are a yes to doing what you want with you. Okay,
that's a great distinction. Wasn't expecting that. So
it's really not like, I mean, at the salad bar, I don't have to ask the lettuce's consent.
Or do you? Well, and so this is good. This is really good. This is live, like recorded live. But so there's you've gorged yourself and had so much sex at the play party. Should you leave because you're full,
or you're just there and maybe you didn't have as much interaction as you wanted, but you want to hang in there hoping you will at the end, but you're also, maybe your resources are low, or you're tired, or like it's been a lot.
That's a great difference, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you answer that?
So for one thing, I've learned, and some of it's experience. We're not always going to get it right. Mm-hmm. There's going to be times we stay too long, and times we leave earlier than we might want it. You're like, oh, right after you left, things got really hot. And there was this, and you're like, oh my god, I should have stayed.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that, but let's get to that later.
Yeah, and there's been times when I was like ready to leave, and something really fun happened. So you don't know, but I try to tune into myself and notice where I'm at. Is this actually? Am I pushing out of a comfort zone in a healthy way, or am I starting to wear myself or kind of stretch myself in ways that doesn't feel good, or not, that I'm not taking care of myself out of fear of missing out?
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yes. I'm trying to come up with another analogy. That's my analogy base. So far I've come up with kind of a Jean-Claude Van Damme trying to learn how to do a split.
Ooh,
and when have you pushed yourself too far?
It's okay to be a little sore, but you don't want to rip the tendons.
Yeah, when you tear something.
And don't try it on a truck the first time.
Yeah, link maybe to the Jean-Claude Van Damme truck commercial. So here's these. I mean, my answer to the question is that you're not going to know until you know. Mm-hmm. You're noting some really interesting things, like your fear of missing out.
Yeah.
I think.
What if it's the last time I ever get invited? And
well, but that's also kind of the
fear of I want to get it all way.
But like, if you're somebody who even knows where a play party is happening, such that you're now considering attending one, such that you're even asking yourself these questions.
Yeah.
Like you have a state of awareness and a way of solving problems that probably means you're never going to get banned from every play party ever the rest of your life. That being said, it does seem to boil down to how do you take care of yourself, and sometimes you leave the party too soon and the cool thing happens, right? Or you think the game's over because of the score, and then you leave, and then you find out that the last 2 minutes of the game were the best game
overtime
ever.
3 times or whatever.
So one, there's the like, sometimes you make the wrong call, and can you handle that as an adult? Right? Like, well, you know, those examples I just gave, some of us have left the game at the wrong time, but we are still here to live another day. Can you handle disappointment? Can you enjoy that sometimes you make the wrong call? And then versus the when you stayed too long and nothing happened.
Or you feel vulnerable. I've had vulnerability hangovers the next day where I'm like, oh my God, I should have left.
So when is the vulnerability hangover so great that you've actually ruined your ability to go to an event another time? I mean, I think that might be the more useful question, mixed with the am I pushing myself too hard? Because over the course of your lifetime, if you push yourself just the right amount,
you grow.
And maybe you miss a really great ending to a party one time because you were taking care of yourself, maybe those are the new measurements for you're living a great life.
Yeah, the fact that you were at a party that was so cool that you're sad you missed part of it could be.
Maybe? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. And if it helps, one thing I did early on because I'm very shy and being social was a really hard thing for me, I made a commitment. I would show up for an hour. I would, either if it was a host, I would go up and say hi and offer to help. I had to talk to 3 people and I had to stay an hour. And then I would thank the host and I could leave. So like I set that kind of ground rule for myself because I knew that I was so shy I would bolt out the door otherwise.
Okay.
And for me that was like kind of like lifting the 2-pound weight.
Yeah.
And then after a while I was like, it's the hour's up but I don't have to leave. And I've just already talked to 5 people and that's really cool.
And were there particular drawbacks or setbacks with that approach for you?
There were times when it was challenging, but I think it was good for me.
Okay.
I didn't have enough body awareness or awareness of my emotions at that time to really tune in and see like where am I at. So I had to go, like setting a time limit was a way for me to take care of myself and make sure I actually engage with humans for a while.
Give you a goal.
Yeah.
And how many years ago-ish did you start those 2-pound weights?
For that was when I was in grad school, so that was like 93, 94.
And today you are bench pressing play parties in your own home.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
You too can have
there you go.
Play parties.
2-pound dumbbells might look stupid when you see that person, doing the curls, but what is possible?
Yeah. So just I think knowing, paying attention, just even asking yourself that question and getting some ideas for yourself, and like, I can tell now, or oh wow, I stayed too long. You're learning, and you'll learn better how to take care of yourself.
No.
If you have questions or comments, please leave them below.
From all-you-can-eat buffets to Jean-Claude Van Damme doing splits to 2-pound dumbbells. There you go.